Hello, I'm Montie, the Executive Secretary of the American Shorthorn Association. I just wanted to give you a little bit of updates from our last American Shorthorn Association Board of Directors meeting held here at the office at the end of September. Our board has been working through some strategic planning since June of this year. We had a 3-day session directed by Dr. Tom Field with the staff, and have come up with a number of very aggressive plans and ideas to go forward with. Those will be presented at our annual meeting on November the 19th. But part of those plans and ideas to put into motion that are initiatives that we're working on are going to cost us a little more. And then we sat here and looked at what's going on around the world and look what's happening within our association, in our homes and our businesses, our operations at home, and this inflationary rolls that have been hitting all of us is hitting the American Shorthorn Association at the same time. And as a result, the board felt it was probably time to raise some fees. As they looked through and went through the fees, they tried to make sure they didn't raise anything over $5 per item as much as possible so that there wouldn't be a dramatic fee increase. Because if we address this now in their mind, we won't have to play catch up at a later date. It's really important that we don't dig ourselves into a hole and then try to have to get out of it. We want to maintain the promotional things we're doing, the TV shows, and some new things that we'll be trying to do, maybe more TV shows and so on. So it's really important that we have the funding and the areas that we could go forward with. It's been very difficult, quite honestly, just like yourselves, to try to sit here and project what things will cost as we go forward from an operating and daily operations. Your input costs at your house are just like what we're getting hit with. Your fertilizer, your feed bills, your fuel bills, everything. It's hard to predict. You just have to pay it in order to stay in business. Well, we get the same issue here. Our paper costs were doubled in the last 12 months. We're having to pay more for our digital beef software that we use on a daily basis, that you use every day, in fact. And it's just compounding. Printing costs are higher. Everything is up. Postage is up. Everything we touch just goes up. Utilities have even climbed. It's just a constant drain on the budget. And as a result, the increases that we're going to put in place will go into effect on January 1. They won't be dramatic, I don't think. I know nobody likes to do it, but I just really don't think they'll be overly dramatic. The reason I'm talking to you today about it is we don't want you to get surprised on November the 1st, because there'll be 2 of these fees that we'll need to implement starting November the 1st. And that would be our WHR fee. We're going to be raising the discounted fee to $18 from $16, $2 a head increase. It's not a lot, but I know it is an increase, but it's still something that we needed to do. That fee is good till January the 9th. And I really encourage everybody to get around and get their discounts done for WHR fees for their 2023 assessments, to get that done by January the 9th. We start the mailing of the inventories out on November the 1st. And so as a result, that fee will be issued at that point in time, and WHR fees will go into effect on November the 1. On January the 10th, the fee goes to the new regular fee, which would be $24 instead of $20. And that fee is in place until the last day of February. And that would be the regular fee that we would be basing everything off of. The discounts are based off of that, and so is the late fee. There's a late fee that goes in place on March 1 for those that don't get their assessments done earlier. They'll be paying $30 per head. And the $30 per head is up from $25 from last year. So that's a $5 increase. Now, WHR, you're still going to get your free transfer. You're going to get the free registration. You're going to get to transfer the cow that you're assessing. If you sell her in the same calendar year that she's been assessed in, you get free foundation animals added, the free if you bring in a purebred animal, that's added free. All the benefits of being a WHR breeder are still there. All that value is still there. So you're still getting the full value of being WHR as we go forward. We're not trying to take anything away. We're just inching up the fee a little bit to try to help cover all the added costs we run into on a daily basis. The other area that we had to address is membership. So the membership fee will be going up from $100 to $125, and that'll actually start on November the 1st. And the reason it starts November the 1st for 2023 is because any new members we have come in starting November 1, we give them the membership for 2023. So we don't come back and have to ding them again in 60 days for another membership fee. So you can pay your 2023 membership fee after November the 1st very easily, and then you get that, and the new members that come in will get the same fee, and it'll be $125. That increased fee, a significant portion of that is actually going to be going toward the magazine. Again, you're still receiving the same values you've been getting, and it's a pretty good value when you get the magazine with your membership. And so you get a year subscription with your membership, annual membership fee, and the increased cost of printing, paper, postage that the magazine has had, a significant amount of this increase has to go to them to help cover those increases that they're getting on a daily basis and a monthly and a yearly basis, just like we are. And so as a result, it's definitely necessary to raise those membership fees because they were not really being able to cover their costs of a subscription in the old formula at $100. So those are the two items that we really wanted to address today. There'll be more that we'll be addressing down the road. You'll see, check your November magazine, the Shorthorn Country, and you'll see a complete fee schedule in there of the new fees that'll be coming into place. We hope they're not dramatic to your mind. We would like to say we wouldn't have to do this, but if we really look at history and you look what's been going on when you start buying pickup trucks and tractors and everything else and fuel and everything else that we touch and deal with on a daily basis, our membership fee, our fees have not really been addressed for many years. In fact, when we look at that WHR fee, we got to go back to the conception of WHR with $16. It was done in 8 and 8, but it's with $16. And we kept that fee in place when we redesigned WHR in 2015. So as a result, we can go back 20, 30, maybe even as much as 40 years before we've seen any change in the WHR fees. So some of the other fees have been addressed in between, but nothing really dramatic and nothing for at least 9 to 10 years, to the best of my knowledge. So with these fee schedules are just, when we look at what's been happening with the cost and inflation and cost of livings that we've all addressed, it's probably well overdue, and it's probably time. And I know the board was very strong and staff was very strong and understood the need for this, because we don't want to get ourselves dug in a hole we can't get out. We want sustainability. We want to be here so we can service you, take care of your needs, and the things we need to do for the American Shorthorn breeder out there and the American Shorthorn Association. We'll be coming back at you with some more little videos like this in the near future from myself or some other staff members, so we can keep you updated on these fee schedules and things that are going on. And until then, I'll say thank you for being a Shorthorn enthusiast, and most of all, thank you for being part of the Shorthorn family. Thank you and goodbye.